Hit me with the bruh if y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? Rookie mistake. Next live stream. Ain't no rookie mistake here. We know what it is. Is that y'all know I ain't used to live streaming on Fridays, so today's lab is configuring IPv6 static routes. I did not even look at the material. I haven't seen IPv6 in I don't know how long. I tried to watch a video today on IPv6 stuff. So we might be, I'm gonna need some of y'all help today. I know we need 2 routers for this lab, so go ahead and drag and drop 2 routers just like this right here. Back to back, back to back. Y'all gotta excuse me, man. Y'all gotta understand, man. This is what I get for putting too much on my plate here. Y'all know I'm not used to live streaming on Fridays, right? Well, you know what? I was taking a nap right now. I was taking a nap, dead ass. I was in bed, taking a nap, and this is how much I guess my body must be wired for this, right? I'm sleeping. I just was like, I had a feeling, just a crazy feeling, like just get up. And I woke up and looked at the time, and it was 7:57. I was like, oh, snap, I was supposed to live stream, so I didn't forget about y'all, man. It's just I took a nap, and you know, I'm not used to live streaming on Fridays, but I guess this is what I get for putting too much on my plate and making promises and stuff, right? That guy's gonna be router 1. This guy over here gonna be router 2. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna need y'all to help today, man. Y'all, I'm gonna be dragging along through this. I believe it's gonna be gig 00 to gig 00. Let me open up the lab guide in case you guys want to follow along. I don't think there's any newbies in here. I think y'all know what's up, man. Y'all already know what the deal is. I ain't really got to do too much promoting in this book. We got my man Plant-Based Brother. We got Danny. We got S-Move. I think it's just y'all today. You can get a copy of this book from 101labs.net, authored by Paul Browning and Farai Turfa. Experts agree that we retain only 10% of what we read, but 90% of what we do. The lab in this book is lab number 43, I believe it is. Let's verify that. Remember, once you're done verifying, once you're done with it, verify it. And then when you're done with it, verify it again. After that, run a show command and see if you can verify it. Lab 43, page 187. We're going FA00 to FA00. Oh my goodness. Man, I really hate IPv6, man. Not that I hate it, it's just, you know, I'm not used to them long ass IP addresses. Y'all know. This is gonna be, it says GI00 because that's what I have. I got gigabougie ports. And the book calls for FA00 ports. So let's get some labeling and cabling done here. And believe it or not, I did some labbing today with my I practiced some configuring static routes with my hardware. You know, I was playing with my terminal server, and I just love that thing, man. You know, I just added a couple more to, I added pretty much a router 4, I believe, to the mix, or maybe router 5. I can't even remember. But yeah, I love this thing, man. It got me motivated, man. Just like you guys are getting me motivated. I believe this is gonna be the prefix, right? If I'm not mistaken, 3 triple F 1 2 3 4 colon ABCD colon 1 colon hyphen 64. You know anything about the colon? That means basically that's like the rest of the rest of the IP addressing, right? Because we need, like, I believe 8 sets of numbers, right? So we got 1 set numbers here, 2 sets of numbers, 3 set numbers. That will be the 4th set. So the rest of them, that basically means this is like the prefix for this subnet right here, right? That I remember for IP addressing, or for IPv6. We're gonna have 2 loopbacks on router 2. Let me go ahead and get the labeling those bad boys. Y'all got any questions so far or whatever? IPv6, that ain't me. Man, listen, Plant-Based Brother, man. We think alike, man, because you really help me out and you tell me what I need to do, and you just like me, man. Well, except for the even G part. And man, some people were roasting me on Twitter. If you guys don't know anything about that, you know, you can follow me on Twitter. I also have an Instagram account, and I also have, what else do I have? Obviously YouTube, Instagram. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really do too much social media. I try not to, but I do a lot of Twitter. I do a lot of Twittering. So Loopback 0. But yeah, man, IPv6 makes me cringe, but we gotta learn it, man. If you guys want to become like a expert at this stuff, man. 1234 colon triple A, like this right here, and then 1 colon. Don't make me any mistakes, y'all. Colon 1. Pay attention to that right there. Hyphen 64, not hyphen, but slash 64. That is that subnet mask, and then the next one is going to be loopback 1. So loopback 1 colon 3FFF colon 1234 colon 1234 colon BBBB, and not big baller band booty 1 colon 1 slash 64. So we got loopback 1 and loopback 2. So what I think is going to happen here is we're going to create those 2 loopbacks right there. We're going to create a static route from router 1 and then point it to router 2. That's pretty much it. There's only 4 tasks in this lab, just like the other static routes. The only difference is this is IPv6 addressing, right? And I'm not too used to using IP address. Let's go ahead and power these bad boys on right here. I'm not used to working with IPv6, so I'm definitely going to need y'all help here. Remember, I said I don't know everything, right? I try to teach y'all the most I can and the most I know. Y'all know what we said about static routes, right? Static routes is kind of like the red line on a map from the source to the destination, right? It's just one line and it's one way to get there, right? As opposed to a dynamic route, which is the GPS, which, you know, changes ways on the fly in case there's a crash or there's too much accidents, whatever, right? So it's just that now we're working with IPv6 addressing, right? So that's pretty much it as far as the lecturing goes today. Like I said, I wasn't really, not I ain't forget about y'all. I really was excited to work with y'all today. It's just that I was just like, oh, I kind of cringed when I seen it said IPv6. But y'all know we gonna work with it today. Let me, it's getting hot in here. Let me turn the AC on. Y'all give me a second here. What was that again? So y'all know how much of a nice guy I am, y'all. So Gonzalo, we got my man Gonzalo in the building from Buenos Aires. So I got my neighbor who told me, you know, I thought he was, so I'm downstairs in the morning. Y'all know in the morning I always do ball handling drills, right? Because I like playing basketball and stuff, and that's my workout. I do like a lot of ball handling drills, you know, 2-ball drills, plastic ball drills, all kinds of stuff, right? But I do it in the garage, and it's like I do it early in the morning, maybe 4 or 5, like 5, 6 in the morning, or whatever. And I was doing it the other morning, probably like 2 or 3 days ago, right? And you know, my neighbor, he don't really complain, but he said his wife can hear it, but he's just like, I don't really hear it. It's a really faint noise because I do it in the garage, which is all the way at the bottom, right? Obviously, and this is a 3-story townhouse, and all the bedrooms are on the 3rd floor. And you got some loyal bros. So, man, for sure, man, you guys are loyal, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me. And I believe it's just y'all today. There's not really, typically I get more streamers than this, but it's just y'all today. And y'all rub me with that like button. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me today. And, you know, logging in late and stuff like that, but y'all still with me, man. I appreciate y'all. And y'all know, if y'all haven't noticed, I put a poll in the community tab of this channel, trying to figure out what platform we're going to use, whether it's you know, Slack or Discord or WhatsApp. And it seemed like most people was so far the votes are, let's take a look real quick. I think most people were saying let's start a Discord server, and y'all know y'all been saying that for a while. I've been saying that for a while, so it looks like we might go with the Discord server, and we'll be hitting up each other, you know, to keep each other motivated. You know, let us know, hey, you know, I got my exam next week, wish me luck. Hey, you know, could you do a review on, you know, I don't know, BGP? All right, let's do a quick video real quick. We'll just, you know, just to help Gonzalo out or whoever taking the test tomorrow, we'll go over that. You know, I'll just make up some funny analogies, and then we'll do that. So, and so far, let me check my community channel real quick. Y'all give me a second. Y'all know we typically don't lie. We don't. Yeah, 72% said Discord, and I got 18 votes. So most people are saying Discord. It looks like that's what we're gonna go with. So I haven't used Discord before. I will start a Discord server, and that's what it is. But anyways, back to that story. So I'm dribbling, and I hear a knock on the garage door. Doom, doom. Not my regular like door, front door or anything, but the garage door, the actual garage door. And I'm like, the fuck? I thought it was security, or I didn't know if it was my neighbor. So I opened it up, and it's the neighbor. And he's like, hey, you know, he barely speak English. He from Argentina. And I'm sorry. He from Venezuela. He from Venezuela. And he was asking me, he's like, hey, you know, how many rooms you got or whatever? And I'm like, I got one extra room. It's two rooms, whatever. And he's telling me that he got a friend coming by or whatever. And he just needed somebody he just needed his friend to, a place to stay or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. And he's a nice guy. I thought he was about to complain. He don't really complain. I'm like, man, I'll be dribbling at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. He ain't really complain. He cool with me. You know, his wife says something, but she's just like, whatever, you know. And, sometimes I'll do it later, like maybe 6 or 7 o'clock if I'm going to work remote or whatever. But, yeah, I said, okay, yeah, where's he from? And then guess what? He's from Argentina. So, you know, he pretty much staying here for a couple of days. And he only just stay here just to sleep, though. You know, he's not even here right now. He just leave his bags, he go to bed. And then he wake up early in the morning. Once he hear that dribbling, he know it's time to get up and start your day. I'm thinking he like, worst vacation ever. But nah, so he from Argentina. So shout out to Buenos Aires, Gonzalo. So yeah, let's go ahead and start. The lab calls for the IPv6 routes. Let me get my book up and running here. Y'all know I got, says the objective of this lab is for us to learn and understand how to manually configure static IPv6 routes. Y'all know for the past couple of days we've been doing IPv6. And yes, I do want to do that. Yeah, so my neighbor, yeah, he from, I don't know if he from Argentina or he from Venezuela. But one of them, I don't know if it's I think it's the neighbor. But his name is Kike. I don't know if you, I know, man, appreciate that, plant-based brother. You know, and he's a really cool dude, you know, and he just needed a place to stay and stuff like that, just for for his vacation or whatever, his buddy. And let's see, install. Where's that book? But yeah, his name is Kike. I don't know if that's a common nickname or whatever, Gonzalo. Let me open up the damn book. 101 Labs. That's the CCP version. CCNA. Come on. Books. 101 Labs. IPv6. Yeah, that's how he know it's time for him to get up. You hear that dribbling? Oh, shit, I got to get up, man. You don't get no alarm. Get your ass up. You met a Kike once. Yep, that's exactly how you spell it too. So that must be a common name. Okay, so task 1. Configure the host names of router 1 or router 2. Y'all know how to do that, right? Configure the host name. Go to global config mode and just do host name, right? Remember, I'm going to try to do the labeling and cabling before he is R1. Before we do our streaming next time. But, for now, just in case we got some newbies, they are going to know how to configure a host name. They doing it by heart, right? That's router 2. We ain't got to worry about, you don't want to verify it, just press enter and you'll see it's already in the, whatchamacallit right there. At least in here, but it's not a common name. Okay. So task 2, configure the IPv6 addresses on the fast Ethernet interfaces of router 1 and router 2 as illustrated in the topology. Ping from router 1 from router 2 to router 2. Also use the relevant show commands. Find the link local IPv6 address and ping that. So we got a lot for task 2 right here. So I guess I didn't do the labeling for the fast Ethernet, so y'all can see too, right? But it's not fast Ethernet over here. It's giga bougie ports. So let's go ahead and get the labeling those bad boys. Oops. That is going to be : 1/64, and I believe that means that is the what that mean that is that not loopback? not default. What I want to say that is. That's not a static route. He said that's gonna be the address for it, but I forgot what those are called when it's 00 or :1 like that. It's a reason why they call them that. And then the other one is :3. Duplicate. But anyways, nah, that's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of something else. I believe it's like when : 0 or something else. But anyways, I believe that is gonna be, so this interface is gonna be that : 1, right? That interface should be this : I'm sorry, see? Fat Finger Squad. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. I promise you I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. That's : 3, like that, /64. Y'all with me so far? So this is the prefix for this network. That's the first half of it. And then .1 for that interface. And then this one is gonna be that number .3 for that interface, right? Am I correct in saying that? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because y'all remember I said I didn't even bother looking at this. I just was like, I kind of cringed when I was taking a look at this. So we're gonna go to interface. Let's go to router 1. Make sure we're in the right router. I'll try to make that a good habit too. Make sure I'm in the correct router, right? And remember, typically when we do an IP address for IPv4, we do IP address and then the IP address, right? But IPv6, obviously you do IPv6 and then the address. So IPv6 like that and then the address. That's how you do IPv6 address, right? And then we do the address, which will be 3FFF : 1234 : ABCD : 1 : 3. And then how you do the /64? You just do /64 like that? Yep. Verify our work. Show IPv6 interface brief, right? And I believe that's it right there. So this right here, notice it got 2 IP addresses though, right? This right here, when you see it start with an FE80 like this means it's a linked local address. This is the address. It's kind of like, it's almost like the 169 address with IPv4. You automatically assign that IP address to an interface, and you can use that if you need to communicate locally, right? You can only communicate locally with this, right? But you can still assign that for something else. I can't even remember, but that's called a linked local address. That's what I was thinking of. : 1 is loopback address. Yes, that's what I thought. But right here, we're going to do some loopbacks right there with my Mariah Carey high-pitched voice there. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of, bro. I also found guess what? I won a router. Yes, I'm actually buying routers, y'all. I found one for $17, and Buddy lives like in Castleberry, which is not too far from me. So I'm gonna add that to my collection of hardware. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do a video for my hardware here. Believe it or not, I've counted so far. Right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 routers, 2 firewalls, 2 wireless controllers, and 4 switches. So I bought one. It's gonna be another 1841 router. That's going to be number 8. I want to try to do 10 because I want to follow the INE workbook. If you guys have any suggestions on, we got Danielle Williams in the building. If you guys got any suggestions for any kind of like, once we get to because I know I said once we get through this book, we're going to do the CCNP version of the 101 Labs book. And then I wanted to do the either Linux or move on to Cisco Press's lab manuals for NRC and an Encore book. So I want to try to do those hand in hand because those tests, they kind of like work with each other hand in hand. And then once we get to maybe the CCIE level, I wasn't sure what kind of workbook we're going to use. They don't have like a CCIE version of this book right here. So I was thinking either INE workbook, but my job don't have that no more. I don't have the subscription no more. So if y'all have any suggestions for any, like, was it on eBay? Yes, Plant-Based Brother. I got it for $17. The 1841 router. Matter of fact, he got a couple of them on there. If you just do 1841, you'll see it in Castleberry, Florida. $17 for a router. It's crazy, man. But yeah, who buys routers nowadays, right? Especially that old ass model. Guess what? The NetworkBruh does, because he's a nerd. So we did that IP address. Let me stop talking shit and move on, right? Let's move on to Danielle. I want to hit up Good Till CCIE with that setup. Really? Just 10 routers though? The INE workbook called for 20 routers. So, but what I was going to say, Danny, is if you guys know any other workbooks or any kind of lab guides, like kind of like we do with this 101 Labs book, is there a CCNA, a CCIE version that we could try to, work together to work on, on that certification once we get to that level, right? Only thing I can think of is the INE workbook. I believe Coard Butt has a workbook, but he got like this $2,000 boot camp. I'm not trying to do that. Y'all know if it's for free, it's for me. That's why I use GNS3 bars. So router 2, we need to put that IP address right there, right? So we're gonna do same thing, but we're gonna put :3. So let's go ahead and copy and paste that bad boy, right? So it's gonna be, where's that number? It's gonna be this number. Hold up, I put :3. That's supposed to be :1. I made a mistake there, y'all. Let's see. Fat Finger Squad in the building. He is router 1. That is wrong. This is supposed to be, let's fix that. Let's fix that bad boy. Y'all see that? Let's go back to router 1. Let me pay attention here. Let me pay attention here. I'm talking too much here, y'all. Interface GI00. His IP address is not all this, but it's 1. It's the same thing, but it ended in 1, right? Y'all see my mistake here? So it was ::1. The other one was supposed to be :3. I don't know how I thought I don't know what's wrong with me. Now let's verify our work. Show IPv6 brief. IP interface brief. IPv6 interface brief. And I put 2 IP addresses there. We need to get rid of that other one. You see that? That's another thing. This is the reason why we lab. See, I didn't know. I didn't know that you could put more than one IP address on an interface. I didn't know that, but this is why we want to verify and lab. You see that? Y'all see that? Interface GI00, no IP. My bad. No IPv6. That, but we said 3. So let's get rid of that. Where is he? Where is he at? Come on, y'all. Wake up. Wake up, router 1. Oh, Lord. What's wrong with him today? We want to get rid of the .3. So dot right there. No, this. Boom. And then do a show IP interface, IPv6 interface brief. Y'all with me so far? Basically, I put 2 IP addresses. First of all, I messed one up. And then I put the second one. There it is. That's what we needed. So we got our link local address. And then we got our IP address that we configured. It was ending in .1. I was supposed to put .1, but I put .3 is what I did. And what that's supposed to be on that interface, I did it on the router 1. That was supposed to be a mistake. So let's go to router 2. Y'all with me so far? Am I losing anybody? I think you guys are all smart, so y'all know what the deal is. Interface GI00. There, you want to hit up whatchamacallit? Friendly confines or anything today? I might be a little hungry. Interface GI00. We said IPv6 address is 3. Let's go ahead and copy that bad boy again, and let's end it in 3. Jesus. Ugh. Let me just write it out. Stop being lazy, NetworkBruh. 3FFF colon 1 2 3 4 colon ABCD colon 1 colon 3/64, right? Show our work. Show IPv6 interface brief. And he do show IPv6 interface brief. Why is this router so slow today, man? What is going on with him? So we got our link local address, and we got our regular address. And notice another thing too. I'll be sitting here trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. They're admin down. Remember, on routers, the interfaces are automatically by default they're down. On a switch, they're automatically up, so you can start pinging and getting connectivity and passing traffic immediately. But we got to no shut that IP address on both of these. Interfaces on both of these bad boys right here, right? So we're there. We're gonna say no shut. Go to the other guy and no shut him. Y'all with me so far? Y'all with me with that like button? I think y'all already did that. Oh boy, he looked like he about to crash on me. Oh no, he just got a CDP protocol, and he got a. I don't know if it's because y'all see this thing is tripping. That's why I want to start using my hardware on y'all. This bad boy, I don't know if it's because he is using IPv6 and he just like throwing all these, look at this, CPU hog messages here. Let's go ahead and show IPv6. I'm glad we only got 2 routers here. Interface brief and verify that he is up, and now he is up. Y'all see that now? Let's go to the same guy, router 2, and do the same thing. Show IPv6 interface. We're sitting here just putting IP addresses, and we hadn't even got to what we came to do yet. But y'all know what? Y'all rocking with me. I appreciate that. He is up. He got his IP address. We're going to go there. Next task. Actually, I believe we're still on task 2, right? It's only 4 tasks, though, y'all. So we configure the IPv6 addresses on the Ethernet interfaces, ping from router 1 to router 2, use the relevant show commands, and find the link local address and ping that. So basically, we want to ping both of these addresses from router 1. That address and that address, right? So let's go ahead and ping this IP address right here. Go to router 1. So from router 1, we're going to ping that this interface right there, right? So we should do ping. Do you got to do IPv6 and then the address, or can you just do it that way? You got it. Oh no, I guess you just do it that way, right? So we got a success and it connected, right? Oh, we got a we prayed to the network gods there, and we got our 5 exclamation points. What we looking for? So now we want to ping the link local address, which is that bad boy right there. I think we should be able to do that too, right? So ping so from router 1 to router 2, we're gonna ping the link local address. Remember, this is kind of like it's kind of like the 169 address or a PIPA address for IPv4, but it's IPv6, and we can use that to at least communicate locally. That's why they call it the link local address. I hope I'm explaining that correctly though. Ping that bad boy, output interface. You know what? He ain't like that. What do we do wrong here? Because now he's doing a regular ping, and that's not what we want. I believe you got to do IPv6. See, now he's saying from which interface do I want to do that from? That's what he did there. So let's do this, IPv6, and then that IP address. He might do the same thing too. Outgoing interface, let's just do that. So gig 00. Let's just do that. Somebody explain to me why it's doing that. Because I don't know. I believe, because now I'm trying to ping from router 1 to router 2, and I did that, this IP address, right? The full IPv6 address. Now I'm trying to ping from router 1 to router 2, the link local address. But now he's like, it's kind of like doing when you do ping by itself, and then it gives you this wizard. What do you want to ping from? How many packets you want to send? How big the packets you want to send? That's what it's doing right now, right? So if I press enter, let's see. Nope. See, invalid interface. Use full interface name without spaces. Okay, so I guess we got to do all of that. He want this right here. That's what he want. So what's the outgoing interface? That's the one I want to use. And packet sent with the source of address of that. Okay, boom. And then went through. Y'all see what happened there? We got Dave W in the building. I don't know why IPv6 does that. I thought you could just ping the link local address and then do it that way, but it asks you for your source interface when you're pinging a loop, pinging a link local address. So it kind of gives you the wizard. You know how like if you just do ping by itself like this right here with IPv4, it start asking you, what IP you want. What protocol you want to do. Okay, let's say IP, right? IPv4 or whatever. Then it's gonna ask you, well, let's do IPv4. Can you just do that? Ping, right? What protocol? Let's say ICMP. Can you do that? ICMP? No. That's the unknown protocol. Do you want to do, what is it you wanted to do? What you got to put? The IP address? No, you just do IP and then the IP address. I don't know. But anyways, it asks you a whole bunch of questions before you actually send the ping. How big a package you want to send, what source address, etc. And that's what it does when you try to ping a link local address. So let's go ahead and skip that part for now. I don't really use that wizard. So we got to get used to using that too. So that was task 2. Also use the relevant show commands and to find the link local address and ping that. And that's what we did, right? And I'll show y'all again. So we did, once we did show IPv6 interface brief, that showed us the link local address plus the address we configured, and we verified it's up. We also pinged it, and we're good to go, right? So we pinged it right there. But I didn't remember, because remember, I don't really use IPv6. Haven't done an IPv6 lab in a minute. So once you try to do that, it's going to ask you what outgoing interface you want to use when you're pinging a link local address. That's what happened there. So Task 3. We only got 4 tasks, y'all. Task 3. Configure 2 static routes on router 1 to allow traffic to reach the subnets to router 2. So we're going to go from the same thing, right? We're going to do router 1 to router 2, but we're going to create a static route to that loopback address, and we're going to create another static route to that loopback address. And y'all remember what a static route is, right? It's pretty much the red line on the map from source to destination. So one way to get there, right? So it's almost like IPv4. We do IP route and then the destination, the subnet, its subnet mask, and the outgoing interface or next hop address. But in this case, we do IPv6 since we're dealing with IPv6 address because we love IPv6, right? Go to global config mode and we say IPv6 route, and then let's question mark because I'm not gonna front for y'all, right? We do the prefix, right? Configure static route, or we could do static route like that, right? So let's do the prefix though. The prefix in this case will be pretty much /64. So we could just do, no, we ain't doing the prefix. We could do the whole address there. What if we do static? Let me see. Because remember, I haven't like we just do address and then the address. No, that's not what we want to do. That's not what we want to do. So let's just do the address. It says here do the prefix though. So, and then the whatchamacallit, the subnet mask. So let's do that. Let's put the route to the first loopback, which is loopback 0, 3FFF colon 1234 colon AAA. Y'all see what I'm doing, right? I'm creating a static route from router 1 to router 2 to that loopback address, loopback 0, right? And we're gonna do the same thing for loopback 1. So from router 1 to router 2 to loopback 1, that address, right? Now, what I'm trying to remember here is it's asking for the prefix. Do you put the prefix or the whole address? So I guess in this case, we're just gonna do the whole address. I can't remember. If we don't know, we can check the solution guide, but let's just see. I'm gonna just work with this right here, right? So 1:1/64, and then what is it gonna ask us? The outgoing interface? Yep. So we only got one way to get out this router, right? Which is gig 00. So that is, or we could do the next hop, which will be this right there, :3, right? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? The next hop address will be right there. But I want to do the outgoing interface. What did they ask us for? He just said to just, that's it. They didn't really verify. They didn't ask us if we wanted to use the outgoing interface or the next hop. I like using the outgoing interface though. So let's just do gig 00, enter, show our route with show IPv6. I guess I did not need a review. I hope I get this correct. Show IPv6 route, right? Verify our work, right? And we'll see we have a route to, damn, this router is slow today. What is going on here? Notice you've got 3 static routes, right? I mean, 3 routes, but we only got 1 static route. It's just that these we have to connect it in local because they're that pretty much that loopback is directly connected to us. We got a physical cable that allow us to reach those subnet. I mean, that allows us to reach that loopback address. So that's why it shows up as a connected route as well, and it's also showing up as a. Well, it's not also showing up as a local. What's showing up as local is that right there. Because notice, remember, look, this ABCD, that's AAA. So the destination is actually that right there, that AAA one, right? So don't get hung up on that right there. We got the connected, which means this is the network we're connected to, and then this L, right? What that L mean? You check the codes. L means it's locally on this router, so the interface that's locally on this router. So that right there, 3FFF1234 ABCD1, that's the interface that is locally on this router right there, right? So don't get them too confused now. Connected and local routes. Y'all with me so far? Everything but the last one. So did I do that correctly though? I guess, yeah, because that is the network. So I didn't have to put that 1 there. I'm glad you pointed that out, plant-based brother. So we just, and see what I'm thinking. What was I thinking? Same thing. We just needed to create the route to the network address. I keep forgetting that. We're creating a static route to the network address, not the actual like IP interface. The interface on that IP address. So not this whole address. I could have just put just the network, which is /64, which is 1, 2, 3, up to the 1, and I did not have to put that 1 there. So let's do that for loopback 1. Right? Or do I want to ping right now? Let's go ahead and ping it for now. Pray to the network gods and see if we can ping 3FFF colon 1234 colon AAA A colon 1 colon 1. We ain't got to put that subnet mask. Oh, I forgot to put IPv6. You see that? Right? That's not what I forgot to put. I forgot to put something there. We don't have a route to that, though, for sure. I mean, we do have a route, but what am I thinking? Do I got to do ping IPv6 and then that? Ping IPv6 and then this 3FFF 1234 AAA 1 colon 1. Right? That's what I was trying to do right there, right? IPv6. Y'all with me so far? IPv6, because I want to ping that one before moving on to the next one. Nope. So something wrong. This is a simple lab, but y'all know I don't really like IPv6. Y'all help me here. What am I doing wrong here? We do have a route to that right there. /64. It's a static route, and it's failing here. So what am I doing wrong? Do I need to put a /64? No, I don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You should be able to just ping that IPv6, right? And then, oh, do you have to specify the outgoing interface? Is that what it is? So ping, I think that's what you got to do. Is that what it is? Let's do that. Let's see. Ping, and then source. No, IPv6, right? And then this destination address, which is that source. I think that's what it is. Source GI00. That why? Nope. That ain't it either. What am I doing wrong, y'all? I know this is a simple lab. Router 1 to router 2. I know we have a route to it. And I don't want to create the other static route until we fix this part, because we're going to do the same thing as the other one. And that's obviously failing. Y'all with me? All right. So we got to do some troubleshooting here. Simple lab, and we got to get this. This is why I'm not used to working with IPv6. I don't do it at work. I haven't been labbing with IPv6 in a minute here. So let's see here. We got the destination address. You ain't got to put no, /64. You don't have to put all of that, do you? Do I got to do all of that? /64 colon 1, and it's not case sensitive. We know that. /64. You ain't got to do all of that. See, it don't even recognize the /64. So, you forgot the most important command. Okay, are the loopback interfaces up? That's a good question too. Good question. Let's do that. Let's see. Show IPv6. Show IPv6 brief. Interface brief, rather. Come on, man. Interface brief. Let's see. Didn't I not? Did I even put the loopback up? Oh, that's right. He was crashing on me while I was in the middle of getting ready to do that. I don't see it in here. Show IPv6. Show IP interface brief. Come on, man. Show IP interface brief. I didn't put no loopback on router 1, right? I hope I didn't do that. What's his IP interface is there? What is it? I'm lost. Yeah, don't say it just yet, Danny. But Danny looks like he know the answer. But I think I want to just create. Let's see, show IP interface brief, and then let's do a show IPv6 interface brief. But if you want to let the cat out the bag, let me know. That's cool too. Show IPv6 interface brief. Nope, I didn't create no loopback there. So I didn't even create the loopback on router 1. Router 2. Let's configure terminal interface loopback 0, and his IP address is 3FFF colon 1234 colon AAA colon 1/64. Oh, my bad. I meant IPv6. Control A, IPv6 address that. There you go. So IPv6. Who said that? Are the interfaces up? Man, plant-based brother, you be helping me out, dude. If this worked, man, listen, man. that was it. I didn't even have the damn loopback on there. What was? There you go, right there. What is wrong with me, y'all? Like, come on, you didn't even put the loopback address. How are you gonna ping that? Oh, you know what? I was pinging the physical interface. I didn't ping that one yet. So now let's go ahead and see if we can ping that bad boy. What was you gonna say, Danny? You said I forgot the most important command. What was that? Was it the fact that I didn't even put the loopback address on router 1? Let's go ahead and see if we can ping that bad boy. Now, pray to the network gods. He's timing out. Do I gotta do the source address this time? He said we're missing a command. That's what Danny is saying. I don't want to crack the book solution just yet. Let's try that source address this time from gig 00. That's what I wanted to do. Ping this IP address 3FFF1234 quad A 1:1, which is that guy right there, right? Yep, 3FFF1234. From the source address gig 00. With that source address, timed out. He's saying we forgot. What is it? What is it, man? Don't make me crack the book open, because I'm missing something. He's saying I forgot the most important command. What is that? IPv6 route. Is that interface up? I'm sure it's up. Well, let's triple check. The loopback is up. Let's see. Are my loopbacks up? I mean, are my interfaces up? Gig 00 is up. We do have a route to that network, right? Show IP interface. Show IPv6 route. Routing is turned on. Oh, I know what it is. No, that's not it. I was going to say IPv6 is not even turned on. IPv6 routing, but it is. It should be. We got a static route to that network right there. Let's see. Configure terminal. IPv6 routing. Oh, there's a command to turn on IPv6, but I'm pretty sure that is turned on by default. What is that command? IPv6 routing? No, that's not what it is. You need to enable routing. Yes, that's what it is. Exactly. One more save from Plant-Based Brother. Man, listen, man, hit me with that cash out. But yes, who said you need to enable? Danny actually said it. I think that's what it is. You got to turn on IPv6 routing. And what is that command? I'm not even going to look in the book, y'all, because I've said it before in one of my tutorials. Cue the Jeopardy theme song for me, y'all. IPv6. It's like link local, something like that. We got to enable routing, and I forgot what the damn command is. It's not IPv6 route. I got it on the tip of my tongue, y'all. I promise y'all, I got it on the tip of my tongue. And I don't even, if y'all want to put it in the chat, that's cool with me too, but I'm not even going to look over there. It's like not multicast routing, unicast routing. No, uni something, what is it? What is that command? There is a command to, it's not link local. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to hold up this stream. I really don't care, y'all, because I ain't got shit to do today. I'm going to try to pull this one out from memory. If y'all want to talk shit in the chat room, y'all go ahead and do that. But I really don't want to crack open that book. There is a command to turn on IPv6 routing. That is not on by default, right? On a router. And I think that's what it is. Unicast routing. Thank you, Danny. So yes, IPv6. And y'all see, it was coming out of, it was on the tip of my tongue. unicast routing, just like that. It's hyphen routing. That should, but we got a routing table and stuff like that. And now we're getting some errors here. It's starting to throw up at me. This is why I want to get my, this is exactly why I want to get my routers, my hardware going here. Let's see if he got a route. Show IPv6 route. IPv6 route. You're killing me. Yes, I know. Troubleshooting is the best way to learn. For sure, man. Show IPv6 route. But yes, I had the command on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know I was like, I said IPv6. Is unicast something? Local. I knew it was routing. I knew it was something there to turn on IPv6. But we got those routes. So let's see. Can we ping that now? And then was that the problem? Source gig 00. That don't seem to be the problem because it's hanging up there. So that don't seem to be the problem, y'all. Let's see here. We got a route to that network. Let's do it without the source address and see if that goes through. Nope, hung up again. 3 triple F 1234 quad A 1::1, right? That's what we said it was going to be. We're trying to ping this loopback address right there. We do have a route there, but we're still not able to. We're getting some failed ping packets here. Anybody know routing? No, my routing table gone. I did something wrong. Damn, plant-based brother, what happened there, man? Did you do IPv6 unicast routing? That turns on IPv6 routing, but I believe that might have been on by default. I'm not even sure, but we definitely have a static route to that network right there. Who said it? Who said it? Danny said there's something we're missing. Who said that we got one more command? Danny, yeah, you said we were missing a certain command. What is it? Because we're trying to ping the loopback address, loopback 0 on that bad boy right there. 3 triple F 1234 AAA 1::1. We do have a network, a static route to there, which is that right there. Via gig 00 is directly connected to us. But when we try to ping it, he is failing. And I know this is a simple as lab when we got 2 routers, we got a route there. What the hell are we missing here? So, and I know, like I said, I'm not gonna front for y'all. I told y'all I don't work with IPv6 daily on the daily, and we got some alerts for some houses there. Danielle, do you know it? Are you online there? Lunch on me, dinner's on me. If you can get this one, Danielle, not Danny, Danielle. So did you add the link local address to your static route? Let's see here. I know I really don't know. I'm not playing dumb, y'all. I really don't know. So it says here, configure 2 static routes to allow traffic to reach the subnets. We created a static route to create those subnets. Did you add the link local address to your static route? I did not. So maybe I gotta fix that. Enable routing on router 2. Good thing too, Danny. Appreciate that. But let's run it to see if it's even enabled. Let's do a show run real quick. There's another command that we could do to verify it. I don't know, but I know I'm gonna use show run to see if we have IPv6 routing turned on. Look at how slow these routers are, y'all. Is EvenG? Well, see, you gotta have a beefy computer run EvenG too, y'all. Who else is anybody running EvenG in here? Anybody? Look how long it's taking to build the configuration on router 2. My routers don't do this, y'all. Believe it or not. I didn't have a cabling issue, but I noticed something wasn't working. I was like, okay, I gotta go to cabling. So that's something I'm gonna have to double check too. Link layer 1. While router 2 is waking up, hopefully he don't crash. If he crashes on me, I'm gonna do it over for y'all. I'm gonna still do it over. Don't crash on me, router 2. Please don't crash on me. While that is going, let's triple check our routing table. Show IPv6 routes. Enable routing on router 2, Danny said. We got to do that whenever router 2 decides to wake up. You're like, man, it's Friday, man. Like, what you got me labbing on a Friday night, bro? Come on, man. Come on, Vlad. So, that network, we got a static route to it. Via gig 00. It's directly connected. Anybody. Somebody scream. There we go. So now he decided to wake up. When you do a show run, you will see these are the, so we got no IP address there. Do you have to create an IP address on the loopback? I did. There's no IPv4 address. That's what that's telling us. That's what that's telling us. The address is correct, right? No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. That don't look correct. We're missing a 1 there. : 1. That might be the problem. Y'all see that? Fat Finger Squad in the building. Let's fix that loopback address one more time. Cause we did gig 00. That loopback address don't look correct, y'all. It's supposed to be : it's supposed to be 1 and then : 1. Y'all see that? Let me triple check that though. Yes. 1 : 1. So Plant-Based Brother said IPv6 route and then that gig 00 link local. You know what? You might be correct. You might be correct, but I think I fat fingered the loopback address. So let me fix loopback 0 on router 2 real quick. What else I was gonna check was to see if unicast, if if IPv6 routing is even enabled on router 2. So let's do that and then fix that loopback address on router 2. So let's do another show run. Oh Jesus! How was you guys' day today, man? Like I said, man, I worked from home today. I had to do some cleanups on some interfaces. What else I had to do? I was begging my supervisor to get that INE subscription again for us. The director, he kind of like took it away from us because he was just like, ain't nobody really using this shit. Plus they was like fucking with him with the pricing and stuff. So Fridays, we try not to do any changes or anything like that. And I was like, I'm gonna get some training in today. But I wanted to do INE, and I asked my supervisor again. I was like, hey man, do you think Chris can get the INE subscription for us? And he's like, yeah, I talked to him about it, but he was like, you and me the only one that do any training on here. So he'll get it for us, but we got to make sure I'm like, man, trust me, I'm gonna do some training, man. I'm gonna use that subscription, believe it or not, and he's like, okay, well, I'll ask him about it again, but it's expensive, and they was just messing with him with the pricing. So anyways, router 2 finally decided to wake up. We want to verify if IPv6 routing is even enabled on that bad boy, right? I think I fat fingered that loopback right there. So I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna fix that. But we want to see if IPv6 routing is even enabled on that bad boy. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it out first, and then I'm gonna ping it. I'm gonna fix that loopback address. I'm gonna ping it, and then I'm gonna turn on IPv6 routing. And there's the banner finally. Oh Jesus, this thing is it my computer? It must be my computer. I don't have enough. Oh my goodness, bruh. Never mind, that didn't work for me. Okay, Plant-Based Brother. Triple check your IP addressing, man. Make sure that the loopbacks have the correct IP address. Danny's studying for spanning tree protocol while we sitting here fudging up IPv6 addressing. Y'all know I don't really, like I said, I don't work with it every day at work. And, yeah. So I don't see that command in here. And I think if IPv6 routing is enabled, you should see it in the, no, I don't think so. That's by default. So, and you don't show default commands all the time. Some default commands don't show up in the show running config, right? So let's do a show run real quick on router 1 and do that. But while I do that, I'm going to fix that loopback address, right? So we're going to go global config mode, no interface loopback. We said loopback 0, no IPv6. Come on, man. No come on, Vlad. IPv6 address. And then let's do a show IPv6 address. Interface brief. We got our link local address, and the loopback is up, but he don't have an IP address. So now we're gonna say IPv6 address, and we're gonna give him that address that we said we was gonna give him, which was 3FFF:1234:AAAA colon. So plant-based brother tried to add a link local address. Remember what link local address is, right? He tried to add this right here to the static route that we did on router 1. And apparently that didn't work. And I appreciate you for checking in and letting us know about that, plant-based brother. So I think my problem is either IPv6 routing is not turned on to router 2, or I fudged up that loopback address. So AAA 1:1/64, right? And then let's do a show IPv6 interface brief. Triple check that loopback address is up, and we got that address. So AAA ::1. Last time he should have had one. He should have had 2 1s there. It's ::1 there. ::1 there, and it's still ::1. So that was not our problem. Because once you put that address there, you're saying you're skipping that so it's 1::1. Yeah, 1::1. And the last time I did ::1. So yeah, that is different. You see that? So quad A ::1. Now I got quad A 1::1. So that looks better. That looks better. I'm not going to try to turn on, I believe IPv6 is already turned on, which was IPv6 unicast routing, right? So I think that should already be on a router 2. Pray to the network gods and see if we can ping that IP address this time. And then after that, we're going to have to look at the solution guide. We said we want to ping IPv6 3 FFF 1 2 3 4 quad A. Y'all with me so far? Wait, that did work for me. So so what you had to do was the link local address of the other router. So we need to add that to our static route. That's what you're saying, plant-based brother. That's weird because he said he has a static route to that network, right? 1::1. Ping that bad boy. Pray to network gods, and that's not the issue. So plant-based brother said you only need the network portion to get to that network, and that's what we did. Let's triple check that IPv6 routing is turned on, right? We did a show run on this bad boy, right? Remember we did the IPv6 unicast routing on router 1, IPv6. Let's do it. Just the show run, right? And then, so we need to fix our plant-based. We need to fix our plant-based brother. We need to listen to plant-based brother and add the link local address to the static route. And that's what I think our issue is. I'm going to do a show run just to see that unicast routing was turned on router 1. It may or may not show up in the running configuration. I believe that is turned on by default, so we ain't got to worry about that. But I'm going to just triple check, remember, because we got to verify when you do something. And once you're done with that, run a show command to verify it again. You only need the network portion to get to that address. No, you did the network and the host. Okay. But then when he added that address, so basically I needed just the prefix is what you're saying, Danny, right? I'm doing show run because I want to see if I see IPv6 unicast routing. There it is right there. You see that? But I don't know. I don't think that was the problem though. We need to see if router 2 has routes to that too as well. Let's do that. Let's do a show IPv6 route. And we got routing table 6 entries. It says default. We got a couple routes here. See there? It's like, man, you should reach something. He got the connected. He got the loopbacks. He don't have a static route going back. That could be the issue too, right? It says here, configure 2 static routes on router 1 to reach those subnets connected to router 2. That's all we had to do. But he don't have routes to those. Yeah, he should have routes to some link local addresses though. So that's kind of like a default gateway, right? Static. We got our administrative distances there. Jeez, this give me a headache, man. IPv6, bro. Anyway, I did do the prefix. So yeah, so Plant-Based Brother did do the prefix. Let's see here. What are we missing here? Look like this is taking us longer than we than I expected. We only got 2 routes to deal with here. Let's see. And that's what I did. That's the prefix right there. See there? But yes, I see what you're saying, Danny. There go my route right there. IPv6 route. Nope, I didn't put the by default it left the host. It left out the host. And then I put gig 00. But he was saying link local address. What he did was he did IPv6 route, the network address, subnet mask, gig 0, and then link local of router 2. So that's a lot to just get to a damn network. But I guess that's what you got to do. We need to add the link local address. Let's get rid of this static route and fix that. Let's see what Plant-Based Brother did. Let's try to do what he did. But yes, y'all see that IPv6 routing right there? That right there, it shows up there. So that lets you know that we turned on IPv6. Let's go ahead and do that on router 2 and then try to ping, but I don't think that's the problem. We're going to do it anyway, and this is what we're doing, right? We're just experimenting here. Plus, we got the book that'll let us know what the IPv6 routing, unicast routing, right? Show IPv6. He is starting to act up right here. He's getting the CPU hog. Show IPv6 route. I swear, if it would have crashed on me, I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. So now he got default 5 entries. That's really interesting. So yeah, so ND default route. He's directly connected to these networks. We're trying to get to 1, 2, 3, 4 ABCD. That's the network we're trying to get to. So he should at least be able to ping the other side. But let's see if we can ping. IPv6 is now turned on both of those bad boys. That's what we're trying to ping. But I don't think that's the issue. As you can see. Let's do it with the source address and then let's fix it like Plant-Based Brother did too. So, but that's on router 1. Do you have it also enabled on router 2? Yes, I just did right now. I think if that answered your question, Danny, I had IPv6 turned on router 1. And then I turned it on router 2. That still didn't work. And I'm pinging right now, and that still didn't work. Let's try it again with the source address of gig 00, which I don't think that's the issue either. Right? I don't think that's the issue either. Because now we're specifying the source address of gig 00. That's not the issue. Now let's fix our IPv6 route to include the link local address of router 2. Kind of like what Plant-Based Brother did. Because he said it worked for him. That worked for you, right, Plant-Based Brother? You added the link local address to the route. The link local address of router 2 to the route. We still trying. We still on task 3. We only got four tasks here. The 4th task was to ping across the link. So we pretty much on the last task here. I guess we on both task 3 and 4 because I'm just trying to ping across with that first loopback, and that failed, as you can see. So let's go ahead and delete that route, configure terminal, and then know this right there, right? And then we're going to, let's see if it got rid of it, right? Show IPv6, show IPv6 route. Oh God, T. Route has a T in case y'all didn't know that. He got 3 default entries, which should be the connected and local routes. Connected, local, right? Now we're going to add our static route, which is that bad boy right there. But we're also going to, let's see here, do a question mark, the IPv6 address of the next hop, which I guess in this case will be the link local address, right? So let's do, let me see, you added the gig 00 link of router 2, not the outgoing interface. That's what you did. So we're not going to do the outgoing interface, we are just going to add the link local address of router 2, which is the loopback. The gig 00, which is, let's do this. Show IPv6 routes. And then what we trying to do here is, y'all run me with that like button if y'all like what y'all see so far. Even though y'all, I'm asking y'all to like my experimentation here, right? Y'all know the stuff that I know, I try to teach y'all, but this I'm experimenting, so we both learning. This is a learning environment here. Like I said, this is like probably, I ain't gonna say this is the first lab that stumped me, but this is one of the labs that I went over than what I expected, right? So what we're trying to do is that link local address of gig 00. Where's that gig 00? We said not IPv6 route, I meant IPv6 interface brief, and then we want that link local address, which is that bad boy right there. Right, the link local address of gig 00. That's what we're trying to do as the next hop address. So that's what we're trying to do. IPv6 address of the next hop. So we're going to use the link local address of that gig 00, which is what Plant-Based Brother did, and it worked for him. After the link local address, that was it. We didn't use any outgoing interface. We just did the IP address of the next hop. That bad boy right there. Right? Our interface has to be specified for the link local next hop. So interesting. The interface has to be specified. So you got to do gig 00 and then the next hop. That what it is? So I got to do the outgoing interface. Is that what you're saying? Let's do that again. IPv6 route that, and then gig 00 and then the next hop. That's crazy. That's a lot, man. If that's the case, gig 00 is my outgoing interface, and then the next hop address is that. The link local of the other guy. Y'all with me so far? Let's see if it took that. It took that time. Look like we're good so far. Let's do a show IPv6 route to verify our work. And if that's the issue, that's good to know. And now I'm gonna be playing with IPv6 a lot more. If that's the case, I need to recognize that we gotta specify the outgoing interface plus the link local of the next hop address. The next hop. So now we have a static route to that interface, and he said via the next hop of gig 00 local. So that is link local of the other router, right? And our outgoing interface. So now that's what our static route interface. Plus we have an administrative distance there. So that's looking a little bit better. Let's see if we can ping that bad boy. Pray to the network gods. Ping IPv6 3FFF colon 1234 colon A colon 1:1. It did work, but I just wiped my routers. I'm starting over. That's good, man. Repetition, man. Just like I do on the basketball court. Repetition. It's all about the repetition till you get it right. I might do this over after this stream too myself. Ping IPv6, pray to network gods, and we got a success. That is what it was, y'all. We needed to specify the outgoing interface plus the link local address of the other router. So we got to do the same thing for Loopback 1. We're not done yet, y'all. So what we did exactly what Plant-Based Brother did. He is wiping his routers and he's going to start over again. So what we needed to do was, when we're trying to create the static route to this loopback address from router 1. So we were pinging from router 1 to router 2. What we needed to do was IPv6 route, right? Just like a regular IPv4 route. We do IPv6 route, and then we're going to say, what are you trying to ping? Well, that's the destination network address. The destination network address will be the prefix of the other loopback, right? So it's that minus this part right here. We don't have to put the host. We just needed to do the prefix of the link of the IPv6 address, right? And then what we needed to do was specify the outgoing interface. Is that what we did? We did the outgoing interface? Yes, we did the outgoing interface. And then we did what's the next hop of the link local address. Not the actual IP address of the physical interface, but the link local address, which in a way it is physical address. It's automatically assigned to him. What I want to know is, will it work if we just put the physical address? So in other words, that. So instead of the link local address, the actual IP address that we configured. I'll probably do that after the second loopback, just as a bonus. So let's go ahead and create the second route. Basically, we're going to create one more static route to that loopback address on router 2. So we're going to go from router 1 to router 2, that loopback address. Y'all with me so far? Got any questions? I know this might seem, like I said, I'm not used to working with IPv6 as well, but we got my man Plant-Based Brother who's been helping us out. You need to put your Cash App in the chat right there because you've been helping us out almost every stream, bro. But I'm definitely I think I'm going to start this over again and probably do it tomorrow morning just so I can get acclimated with setting static routes for IPv6. I'm not used to working with it. I don't use it at all. So at work and unless I'm labbing. So we are back on router 1. So let's do that again. We're just doing the same thing, but for loopback 1, right? Let's make sure loopback 1 is even on router 1. See, look, I didn't even do that. We need to create the other loopback. So on router 2. So basically, we created this loopback. We need to create that loopback right there. Y'all with me so far? So global config mode, interface, loopback 1. And we're going to say IPv6 address. And after this, I think I'm going to go get me a chicken wrap. Danielle, if you're still in the building, let's go ahead and do that. IPv6 address is 3FFF:1234 : oops, L. Take that L. BBBB : for y'all that's just tuning in, let me get this going. Before y'all know I be getting sidetracked here. I ain't got to do that 1 there because this is the prefix we're doing, right? Let's just do, right? Because that's the prefix. Yeah, we got 4 sets of addresses there. And just do : /64. And that should at least, oh, my bad. So we do got to do that. I'm saying the route, I don't have to do that. When I configure the route, I don't have to put that 1 there. So I meant to do that. And look at this warning right here. It says here, warning, that is a subnet router anycast. And so hopefully let's verify our work. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. So do show IPv6 routes. I'm sorry, not route. What I meant to say is show IP interface brief. I'm just happy at work. Man, I'm just happy you in the building, Plant-Based Brother. You've been helping me out, dude. Did you look in the solution guide? Because you've been helping us out here, man. Let's do show IPv. Come on, man. This thing's slow. Come on, Vlad. Show IPv6 interface brief. And we got the gigabit interfaces up. We got our loopback 0. Loopback 1 is that right there. We need to get rid of this right here. Y'all see that? We need to get rid of that right there. Because you could actually configure more than one IP address on an interface. And that's what happened there. That is a subnet that I was not supposed to put a subnet on an interface there. That's what happened there. That's why I threw up at us and said, hey, man, what you doing with that anycast address, man? Just let you know you're not supposed to be doing that. Interface loopback 1, no IPv6 address this. And then, come on, Vlad. How you get rid of that? I thought I could get rid of that bad boy. No IPv6 address that. 3FFF:1234. What if we just do that and then get rid of it altogether and then do the other one over again? Because that might get rid of both of them if we do this. Let's do a show IP interface brief real quick. Do show IPv6 interface brief and take a look at that bad boy. Okay, he got rid of it that time. He got rid of both of them. Both of them. BOFFUM. I need to fire up Kindle and take a look at the solution guide. I need to see what they did. Man, listen, you helped us out there, so we need to specify the link local address. That's something I'm gonna definitely remember, y'all. Like I said, I haven't worked with IPv6 in a minute. So what we wanted to do was create that IPv6 address on loopback 0, and let me stop being lazy and go ahead and do it. I mean, not loopback 0, loopback 1. Interface loopback, not 1. Yes, 1. 1. And let's say that bad boy right there. We'll get rid of all of that, though. We're going to get rid of all of that. We said /64, but it is what it is. IPv6. Holy crap, this thing is slow. Address has only one A. Come on, man. We trying to get out of here, man. Let's wrap up this stream here. ADD. And then take a look at that bad boy. Show IPv6 address. I'm in IPv6 interface brief. For y'all to just follow along, we get the lab. This is the lab guide right here, 101 Labs, Cisco CCNA version 4. You can copy this from 101labs.net. There's also a link in the description box below. It'll take you to Amazon to get a copy of, so you can get a copy of the book. Looks like we got the address there correctly. So now, and it's up. Let's create that static route that we was trying to do on router 1. So basically, we're going from router 1 to ping loopback 0, loopback 1 on router 2. Right, so we're gonna go to global config mode, just like this right here. Interface, I'm sorry, IPv6. So IPv6 route, and we said, what is the destination network? 3FFF colon 1234 colon BBBB colon 1, and we don't have to put that that last one because that's the host, right? We could do /64, but we don't want to do that right now, do we? Yes, we do. /64, like that. And then, nope, he don't like that. So just do that right there. :1. Unrecognized address. Interesting. IPv6 route. That's the destination network address. What am I missing? Do I need to put all of that? :1. And then that. What am I missing? Oh, maybe I'm just like ready to go. Let's do this, man. Let's question mark through it. What's the prefix? We said that is the prefix, man. We said that is the prefix. 3FFF colon 1234 colon, oh, Jesus, colon 1234. Fat Finger Squad in the building. Looking at the solution, they make it look easy. I was pulling my hair over here, man. Listen, same here, dude. 1234 colon BBBB colon 1. What do we do with the other one? Just to make sure. I'm just gonna make sure we did that correctly last time. Yeah, IPv6 route and then /64 and then the outgoing interface. Yep. We ain't got to do it all caps. That don't really matter. So :1 colon 1/64. There you go. I don't know what I did differently over there. IPv6 route and then that. So now we got to specify the outgoing interface. Or yes, the outgoing interface. Or I don't think we really got to do the outgoing interface. We could just do the IPv6 address of the next hop, which would be the link local of the other guy. So the link local will be this right here. So I'm gonna leave out the outgoing interface this time. Y'all see what I'm doing here? Last time I put the outgoing interface, right? I'll show y'all the difference between the two and if it worked. So next hop will be the link local address. Do we need to? No, I'm not gonna specify the outgoing interface. Let's see. We could though, right? Question mark. You can set the AD. That's pretty much it. We can name it. Let's name it. We learned how to do that in the last about two streams ago, right? So name, we're gonna call him we're gonna say route with no outgoing. Let's do that. Route hyphen no outgoing, like that right there, right? Y'all with me? Y'all see what I did right there, right? Let's just do that. We're just calling it, we're just naming it because we learned how to do that the other stream. Okay, interface has to be specified. So good to know. Y'all see that? So we do have to specify the interface that we're going out of to create that route. So I'm not gonna name him, and let's just do that outgoing interface, which is gig. No, we got to do it before the link local address. So the link local, we're gonna put it right here. So syntax is IPv6 route, the network address, outgoing interface. So source and then the destination. Source and then destination, right? So source will be outgoing interface to the destination link local. So outgoing interface was gig 0/0 space. I hope y'all. I'm gonna do a show run so y'all can see it, right? and we got to do the show IPv6 route anyway. Let's do that anyway. So show IPv6 route to verify 6 route, and this one was the BBBB run, right? So we did the first one, which is AAA loopback 0, right? This one is BBB. That's the difference between the two. So we got a static route to AAA, which was that first one we tried, and now we have a static route to BBBB, which is right here. Y'all see that? So let's go ahead and ping that bad boy right there, right? So we do ping IPv6 3FFF colon 1234 colon BBBB colon 1 colon 1. Pray to the network gods and press enter. And we got a reply. That is the issue. We need to specify. It's like you got to be really specific. Maybe there's other ways to do it, but that's one way I'm definitely going to remember, because it took me damn near an hour and a half for this live stream to create two static routes for IPv6 for 2 routers. You got the error last time when you didn't use the. Okay, I didn't even forget. See how I got a short-term memory, but appreciate you for pointing that out, plant-based brother. I didn't even realize. So you do have to specify the outgoing interface, unless somebody else got a shortcut. Maybe we got to play a little bit more. We're definitely going to do IPv6 in the next stream. Next lab calls for. Let's check the solution guide too. That's the first thing they told us to do in the solution guide, to turn on unicast routing. Y'all remember when I was like sitting here with a Jeopardy theme song playing in my head? There is something you got to do to turn on IPv6. What is it? Well, guess what? It's IPv6 unicast routing. I remember saying that in the tutorial about 2 years ago on my channel. Y'all see, I got some old tutorials from when I was messing. That's how long ago it's been. About 2 years ago that I've been messing with IPv6. So here's the note. Because linked local IPv6 addresses are not held in the routing table, you need to specify an exit interface when issuing a ping. Did we do that this time? We did not. We pinged it without the exiting interface. Maybe because we specified it in the route. That's probably why. Let's see. Because when he pinged it, yeah, he didn't do that with that. What else we got to run here? Any other show commands? Nope, that's it. But anyways, next lab is, we're going to do that tomorrow. I believe we're going to do a little, we're going to do a little air because I'm playing ball tomorrow. I usually play ball in the afternoon and stuff like that. But anyways, next lab is page 190 if you got this book. Lab number 44, configuring IPv6 default route. So it's going to be the same thing what we did today, but we're going to do a default route. Remember what I said what a default route is, right? It's also a static route, right? We said a static route is kind of like the red line on the map from source to the destination. There's only one way to get there, right? But a default route is like, you don't even know about the destination. You don't even know where you're trying to go, but you know you're trying to get out of your neighborhood, and you know how to get out of your neighborhood. Getting out of your neighborhood will be considered your default route. From there, you figure out wherever you want to go to, right? So if you don't have a route to LA, you don't have a route to Spokane, Washington, you don't have a route to Birmingham, Alabama, but you have a route to get out of your neighborhood, that will be considered your default route. And that's what we're going to do in the next lab tomorrow. We stream normally Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But guess what? Today's a Friday, tomorrow's a Saturday, the next day after that is Sunday, and we're going to be labbing. And that's what I do on this channel. We are going to get our hands dirty with IPv6. So if you want to follow along, get you a copy of this book. You can get a copy of this from 101labs.net, or you can, there's a link in the description box below, and get you a copy of this book. It's an affiliate link, so I do get a piece of the pie if you do that. You still have to put /64. Yes, I guess on the route. Let's take a look at our routes. We look at the routing table. We looked at the routing table, right? We have the routes. This is the first. Remember, the S lets us know it's a static route. That let us know about that first one, right? Via link local address of router 2, and also our outgoing interface, right, of the local router. That's router 1. So his outgoing interface is gig 00, and then the destination would be the local link local address of the other one. So when they say via, we're saying this is destination source of those interfaces right there, right? So source is gig 00, destination is the link local address of there. That's not the complete destination. That's not the final destination. Pun intended. That is the final destination right there. That link local address, quad A, right? Triple A, right? Y'all see that? That's that final destination. And then for loopback 2, I mean loopback 1, that other loopback, right? This guy right there, which was BBBB, right? That right there, right? This is a static route to it, right? And then we're saying to get there, that's our administrative distance. What? 1. Metric is 0, right? And then we're saying to get there, to get to this network right here, not the address, because remember it's missing the 1 there. The host address will be with the 1 at the end, right? We're saying you can get there via FA00 or FE80, which is the link local address of router 2, via our outgoing gig 00. And the way we wrote those static routes, if we do show run, and let's just say include, and then do route like that right there, and we'll see. Got a message. Sorry to disturb you. Okay, so that's buddy with the router. So I'm gonna let him know I'm gonna pick up that router tomorrow. Yes, I'm actually buying hardware. Believe it or not, man. I wanna start using my like I said, I wanna start using my routers. Now, why is this AC not on yet? Oh, I think I said it 76. So we're gonna show our routes, and I'll show y'all how we wrote that route. So we pretty much wrapped it up. That was tasks 1 through 4. We're pretty much done here. I just want to take a look at these routes, and so that way I can remember it and you guys can remember it whenever router 1 decides to wake up. Let me let him know. Try to filter that route there. How is your collab with Boston going? What you mean by that? You got an error last time. Okay, a lot of shortcuts. Yeah, it is a lot of shortcuts. What you mean my collab with Boston? Oh, I remember. Yes. Man, listen. I hit them up on Twitter, and they were just like, they asked me for, Jesus. I got to check my DMs. But they basically was like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're going to send you a promotional copy. We're going to work with it. Jeez. And I wanted to create a day where we strictly work off of Boston NetSim. So there goes our routes right there. Jesus, man. See, this is why I want to use my hardware, man. But anyways, here's our routes. This is the first route to Loopback 0. This is the second static route that we created to Loopback 1. Y'all see the difference between the two? So they both start with IPv6 route. We see that, right? Then we put the network or prefix destination, right? Then we did outgoing interface, which would be our source. And then this is our final destination right here. But then we said destination is the link local address of the other router, right? Link local address of router 2. Y'all with me? Right? Not the physical interface, but the link local address. I'm gonna try it next time with the physical interface, see if that works. But that's pretty much it. That's enough experimenting today. We lab for about an hour and a half for 2 damn routers. If you like what you see, y'all hit me with that comment. Y'all hit me with that like button. Leave a comment down below if you want to see some more of this stuff. I am going to start. I actually did a whatchamacallit. I put a poll on the YouTube channel. If you check the community tab of this channel, you'll see that. But yeah, I'm going back and forth with Boston still. They just ain't responded. They said they were gonna send me a promotional copy. But anyways, I created a poll on the channel on the community. It said that most of you guys voted to start the Discord server. I was trying to see if we're gonna use WhatsApp to communicate with each other, Slack, or Discord, but it looks like you guys want to use Discord. I've never used Discord before. I use Slack at work. I use WhatsApp with my family and friends and stuff like that. But it looks like y'all want to use Discord. I don't know if it's because we're all nerds or what, but I've never used Discord before. But since you guys voted that, that's what we're going to use. And we'll start that community. Once I get that going, I'll try to connect, get I'll get that contact information for you guys. I don't know. I've never used Discord before. So I'll try to maybe set it up this weekend, and we'll get that going, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Leave a comment down below for anything else you want to see. Hit me with that like button. Share these videos, man. Get some people from the Cisco Learning Network to join us and stuff like that. Like I said, this is IPv6. We was playing with just 2 routers. Wait till we start getting, to the CCNP version of this book right here, where it's a little harder. We're going to be playing with IPv6 with OSPF and EIGRP and stuff like that. We're gonna have more devices connected. We're gonna be playing with complex topologies. We're gonna go ham with this stuff, man, because I love this stuff and I love working with you guys. For now, please comment, like, subscribe to the network.